ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Duke's offense takes the field. Give to the back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll move the tight end. To the air. It's Mahan. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Blue Devils line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
That's a really nice job by this defense. Coming out, setting the tone. Great start, forcing a 4th down, forcing a decision already for this offense on the first drive. Really nice job coming out.
They'll run for it. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Yeah, and that's tough, man. Golly, you got him wide open. And that cat can roll. You're not talking about, a guy that's an average runner on the outside. You got to give him a little bit of a chance to run underneath that, put a little more air underneath it, but he just overshoots the run.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Ezukama. Got room at the 35. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Gonna look downfield again. The short hands, it's Duke. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Off the play fake. Fires left. Complete downfield. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. It'll be a run on third and short. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will have its first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Got it in the middle. It's Smart. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Power football with the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
The counterplay is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
Got a man, it's Harper. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
He's got an open man. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. To the air, it's Mahan. Keeps looking downfield. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Off-play action. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
And the Blue Devils are on the move. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Handoff to the lone back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Motion from the wideout. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
Back to pass, it's Mahan. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Throws to the back. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. On the move is the 30. Sprinting away. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
That's the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting it.
The give to the back. Fights off a defender. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now they're going to throw it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job in the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Grab behind the line. It's Zimmerman. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He slides that just inside the right upright. And with that field goal, guys, we're all tied up, and there we go.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Makes a move. Out of bounds at the 36-yard line, and solid work by the return team on that one. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Might be changing the route. To throw, it's Mahan. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make man, turning it on. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They'll rush to the line. Clock stop for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Handoff from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Latu. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Mahan. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Duke. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something we practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27th. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Blue Devils will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. To start the second half now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away, get the ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the second half.
A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They'll leave it with him. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Bringing the heat. Grab near the marker. It's Ezukama. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the Blue Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the boot, looking for his man. It's complete to the right. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
The Blue Devils have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now it's second and goal. Try to barge their way in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They want to dance their way in on third and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Yeah, and this is an interesting decision, right? You've got a good lead, a solid lead. A field goal now puts you up by more than a touchdown, which is a great place to be. Or do you want to stay ultra aggressive, go for the gusto, and go for the touchdown?
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Duke.
They could make this a 2-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little distance, a little cushion to their lead. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on fourth down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They're working that left side. There he goes. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Gives it on the option. Picks up the first down, still moving. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. They'll give it to him again.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. And to throw out to the sideline, give him just a few yards.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Touchdown, Kentucky! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Mahad. Makes the catch. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Gotta love the way the defense is playing here on this drive. Down in the game in the fourth quarter. They're expecting run, and they're getting stops these last 2 snaps. If they can get a big play here, they've got an opportunity to get off the field and probably get pretty good field position to put their offense in a position to maybe go score.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Jackson. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Blue Devils have this offense rolling. They'll run it from the gun. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Mahan. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Blue Devils come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Blue Devils with the 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Mahan. Grabbed over the middle, it's Moore. That will be enough to move the chains and get them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
They'll run it from the gun. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Duke. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
The The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point in the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. Gets away from one. He's got space. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
On the play. Brings up.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Finds his man. It's Zimmerman. Open space at the 25. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Looking for the goal line. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Wants to go up top. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Kentucky. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
And they did tack on the extra point. The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there.
Let's go. Break. Double. Set. Ready. Check. White 80, Brooklyn. White.
Looking to throw, it's Mahan. Here comes the heat. That's caught. It's Duke. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else